We don't have very much time, especially right now, this time of year. Scripts are coming in really late. We also shot out of order. Hey, where are all you fuckers going?
Daryl might be here, Daryl might be here.
Sitting next to her the other day on the Talking Dead couch, you know, she's answering questions with such eloquence, and, you know, Norman and I are like, because it's cool. Kaylee's got these great answers. Kills me. But yeah, we love working together.
Amazing. Over here, sir, or ma'am, your question. I'm sorry, Maya, it's very early.
It's all good. Hi, guys. I have a question for Jeffrey. I would love to hear you whistle.
Whistle?
Yeah.
You know, I'm sick.
It's been a while since I got to do that.
Thank you so much.
Oh no. Thank you. Maybe it hasn't been that long.
Is that a question? That was more of a
Now this, yeah, you stood in line for that, huh?
That was the one?
I'm gonna ask one question. Can I hear you whistle?
back over here, your question.
Oh look, Negan. Oh brother.
So I have a question for both of you. When you were making the snow scene, what was your favorite and least favorite parts?
My favorite was the snowball fight scene. That was really fun. My least favorite was when we had to do the blizzard, because the snow is actually paper. You inhale all of it, and it does not feel good. But it looks cool, but it doesn't feel good. That was my least favorite, but the snowball fight scene was awesome. It was really fun. And it was cold too. It kind of felt like, I don't know.
It was cold? The paper?
It was wet. It was like, I don't know.
It was your first time kind of in snow, right?
Yeah, I've never been
Yeah,
really
so-
times. So that was real snow for me, even
She had
though
the experience, and she was like on the ground doing like snow angels and stuff. I'm not joking. She was great. My least favorite part was inhaling all the paper. That sucked. My favorite part was doing the scene with Kaylee when I brought her up against the shed there at the end, and that little piece of dialogue we got to have where she tells me not to swear, and it was very sweet, and yeah, that was it. But it looked cool. I mean, we shot that at Pinewood Studios, which we don't normally shoot at, and the deal is the studio is about 2 times bigger than this hall we're in right now, and it really looked like winter. It was cool. We were all very excited to one, shoot at Pinewood, and 2, be in a snowstorm. It looked great, and it felt like you were there until you started inhaling, you know, buckets of paper. That sucked.
Yeah, back at the coal mine days, they had black lung disease, now
White snow.
paper snow disease.
Yeah, but it looks good. So, you know, that's the deal.
Thank you, good question. Over here, your question.
Well, I don't really have a question. I just want to... I just wanted to get a good look at Jeffrey up close.
I just wanted to get a good look at you up close.
Here comes security.
Does that look better?
He's changing the rules.
Oh, yeah.
All right, going over
Excellent question.
Thank you, I guess. Over here, question, please.
First of all,
Hi, I'm Negan.
Yes, you are.
No, really, my real name is Donnie. And a question for the both of y'all. In season 9 of The Walking Dead, which episode would have to be your favorite starring you both?
well, for me, it was when I got out. So that mid-season episode, I hated shooting in that jail. I liked shooting in the jail for like 5 episodes, and then I was like, oh, let's get out of here. So I really like kind of getting out and stretching my legs a little bit, and getting the opportunity to work with Kaylee it's always fun. Except for when she shot me.
I didn't shoot you, I shot at you.
You know it.
That's true.
I skinned my knee.
Sorry.
But Kaylee is so, she's got a gun, that Colt Python that weighs, 25 pounds. And we had a scene together where I'm going over the fence. And of course, they can't write anything with Negan without it being 17 pages of dialogue. And Kaylee's supposed to have the gun on me the entire scene. And I'm watching her, and her arms are starting to shake.
This scene, Jeffrey has like 10 paragraphs. And I have to hold it like this. And they want the real one because they get an up-close shot of it so they can really see it. Come on, hurry up. But the scene's emotional, so he couldn't just rush through the stuff. So I was like, come on, guys, give me the fake one. I can't do this. But I did it.
That's straight, that's integrity. That's real acting right there.
It really was. She's a stud.
Over here, please tell me you have a question. Okay.
My question is for Jeffrey. Who do you think would be a tougher opponent, Rick or Alpha?
Rick or who?
Alpha.
Rick or Alpha?
I don't know, I miss Rick. Yeah, we all do. But as far as I think opponents go, look, Alpha's just creepy. She's obviously got some screws loose. You thought Negan was like a pain in the butt. This one is this big special surprise of crazy. But as far as opponents go, I liked how Rick and Negan played off of each other. The kind of cat and mouse and chess game of it all, I really liked. I think with Alpha, we'll see how this season unfolds. I know stuff that you don't. But it's going to be fun. I'll say that.
Thank you very much. Your question.
Okay, so mine is for Jeffrey. If and when Maggie comes back, do y'all think y'all are gonna still be enemies, or do y'all think we'll get along?
I don't think Maggie's gonna like Negan.
I'm not sure that's gone away.
She has not been around for how many show years? Like 8 or something, yeah. So I imagine, now I haven't seen, she hasn't worked yet, so I haven't seen those scripts. I don't know how she's coming back and how that's gonna play out, but I saw Lauren the other day, day before yesterday, we were talking a little bit about it. I would imagine there's gonna have to be some sort of confrontation or 10 for her to, she hasn't seen what Negan's done or who he's become. She doesn't know. Last time she saw him, he was laying on the ground at the jail cell wanting to die. So some stuff has happened since then, but I imagine it's not going to be hugs and kisses. Damn it.
Thank you. From what I hear, there's no if. She's coming back.
He's coming back.
Coming back.
Yeah.
So get ready, stay tuned. Over here, your question.
Okay. First, I have to say I love you both. Kaylee, you're just so precious. I just adore you. But my question is for Jeffrey. How do you feel about Negan's transformation from when we first met him to, like you said, laying on the jail cell till now?
I feel really grateful, for one. I thought the first couple of years that we knew Negan was very one-dimensional. To me, when Negan came out of the RV for the first time, we didn't learn anything new about him for 2 years, 3 years, you know, and that was hard. I felt like everything that I said coming out of that RV is sort of what I said for the next 2 years. It never shifted. I think with the introduction of Judith and that relationship, we got to see a little different side of him. And there's been pieces that he's been able to kind of throw out. We never have done the episode of like how Negan became Negan, unfortunately. And maybe we will, I don't know, but with, I think, Judith's help and a couple other characters, now Negan is more of a three-dimensional character. And so I think that this year, with everything we've learned about him, it gives me the opportunity to do a lot more as an actor. And I think it'll give you guys a lot more of an opportunity to get to know who Negan is. And that's been great. You may hate it, I don't know. But I am having a good time. I like being able to play a more whole character.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like it when you have a good time.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I like having fun too. And Negan does also.
Over here, your question.
Hi.
Is that you?
That's me.
What's up, girl?
That's you. Can you read my shirt from here?
I can't see
your
in
eyes.
front of me.
What does it say?
It says Daryl Dixon is my boyfriend.
Well, good for you.
I need one that says Negan is my boyfriend.
Well, you're two-timers. That's two-timing for me.
Well, I'll wait for this one.
Just cross out Daryl.
Just cross this out.
Yeah, I got a Sharpie somewhere.
We'll make that happen. So, my name's Elizabeth, and I'm a little bit in love with you, just in case you haven't noticed, but stereotypes aside.
And Daryl.
And Daryl, yeah. We don't.
You're just sort of all over the place.
A little bit. It's okay. Don't take my boyfriend.
God bless you.
My question is, by the way, you are adorable.
Thank you.
You're welcome. My daughter has that shirt. She loves it.
Your question.
Yes, my question. Yes, I know. I love that. My question is, how do you feel, or what is your actual, I guess, how do I phrase it? What is your favorite character that you've played out of the 3 that I'm going to name? Danny Duquette, Negan, or from Supernatural?
Supernatural.
I think my favorite is whichever one I'm playing at that moment.
In that
you know, when I got to go back and do John last year, I really missed him. I missed being on that set. I missed walking in John's shoes, and that was awesome. Denny, I have a special place in my heart because really he's sort of it was the first time that people kind of knew me, I guess. You know, it was really kind of, it gave me a friggin' career. And now Negan, I love Negan. You know, I love him because there's so many different sides, I think, to him. He's getting more and more complicated, which as an actor, it's kind of all you want, I think. So I think, yeah, my favorite is whoever the heck I'm playing that particular time. Right now, I'm in full Negan mode.
That makes sense. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, too.
Get to work on that new shirt. Over here, your question.
Hi. So I'm an acting student, and I finished my classes up in January, and I'm just starting the auditioning and booking process. And my question is for both of you: what is your best advice to someone who is just starting out in the industry?
What's your backup plan? It's half joking and half like, it's hard. It's hard. Kaylee could probably speak more on it than I can, but when I started, you know, I don't even know how to tell people to get an agent anymore. I don't even know how that process works. So Kaylee probably knows. When I was a kid and started doing it, you just banged on doors and hoped and prayed that somebody would think you had they didn't even like, you know, sometimes you would do a scene for agents, and we all sucked. I mean, you can't, that's not if you're doing the auditioning process, you know, and the auditioning process is nothing like having a job. And it's a completely different, like, some people are really good at auditioning, and they can do really great in a room with 3 people in it, and then they show up on a set and they completely melt down. I was that guy. So, no, I appreciate the O. It's worked out. But my only advice to you is to never, you know, the most valuable thing you can learn, and learn it immediately, is how to take rejection. Because this is a business where people will say no to you 100 times before someone says yes. And if you can get through that and continue to wake up every day and be positive and feel good about it, you're going to be all right. Yeah.
Good luck, my friend. Good luck.
I stole Kaylee's answer.
Oh, yeah. Over here, your question.
Hi, my name is Valerie. My question is for both of you. So Daryl has dog, Ezekiel had Shiva. If you could have any pet in the show, what would it be?
A dolphin. Like a troll. You know the trolls that like hit in a little ball and they can really roll around really fast? Yeah.
Troll?
Yeah. Listen, so they can get up in a little ball and they can roll and knock the walkers out from under their feet. And then the dolphin can go,
There you go.
on top of the walker and kill it. Could I have like a combo? Does that count?
Yes.
What's yours?
You stole my answer. I have season 11.
I always wanted Negan to have a goldfish in his jail cell. Just sit and talk to it. I would name it Dorothy. That's Elmo's goldfish.
Yes.
Yeah, I know this stuff. I have kids. I always want a dog, but now friggin' Daryl's got a dog. Maybe he'll share. Thanks, Val.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Over here, any question?
Troll. I want a troll pet.
A troll, yeah?
Yeah. I thought you were going to say a bat. You're dressed like a bat.
Well, bats are really small, and I think a troll could do a lot more.
Yeah, but is a troll like a real thing that you can have for a pet? I mean, we're talking about The Walking Dead.
Your question.
Hi, I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous. So my question is, obviously both of you are fantastic on The Walking Dead, and I've really enjoyed the characters, but my question for Jeffrey is, obviously we were all really excited when it was announced that John was coming back last season. So I was just wondering if you felt that his ending was satisfying.
John Winchester?
Yes.
Yeah, I do. You know, it took a long time for John to get back, obviously, and make an appearance. And when I went back last year, nobody knew that this year would be it. And so we kind of just went in. There needed to be some closure for that character, you know. A lot of years had gone by, and it was time to come back. But am I satisfied with it? Yeah, I am. Would I like to go back one more to go? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I would, but if I don't go back, I am happy with how that ended. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice.
I want to see better.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm just putting it out there in the world.
All right.
Yeah. Right over here, your question.
Good morning.
Look at your hair, Courtney.
My question is
Seahawks blue, girl.
Yeah, of course.
My question is for both of you. If Rick was still around, do you think Negan would have as much freedom as he has right now?
All right, I'll take part of this. I don't want to steal your answer. I think he would. I think he might have had a little bit of freedom sooner, in fact, if Rick had been around. Rick was a big proponent on leading by example, and what he wanted to do was kind of keep Negan alive. And I think the relationship that Negan had with Rick and vice versa was such that he would have known that it wasn't an act. I know a lot of people were like, well, maybe it was bullshit, BS. It was BS when he didn't want to be alive anymore. And it wasn't. He was genuinely in a very dark place. And I think Rick would have, they had a weird relationship, and I would have liked to see what would have happened, but I think that Rick would have had him out picking tomatoes a little bit earlier. Yeah.
Well, I don't know enough about Rick's character because I haven't seen season 1.
He's your dad!
So I can't answer that question. So.
What he said.
All right, we got time for one more. Make it a good one.
Hi, my name's Leora, and I have a question for both of you. Before filming, how long do you get to learn your lines, and do you get the opportunity to rehearse together, and who is best at learning their lines?
I'm worst. Hands down. We don't have very much time, especially right now, this time of year. Scripts are coming in really late. We also shot out of order. Hey, where are all you fuckers going?
Daryl might be here. Daryl might be here.
This year we shot some stuff out of order. The writers had problems keeping scripts. It's been a hard year for everybody, so we get them late. If we get a script 3 days out that's locked, it's a super rare thing. And if you're working and you're trying to know the lines that you have, that day for that episode, I don't know when you're supposed to work on the next one. So I am constantly behind. I don't sleep while we're shooting. I work the 12 hours and I go home and study for 3. Kaylee is way better at learning lines. Go. Show us some lines.
Well, we get the script like a few days before we film, but even if you learn that one, they change it. They change it